Now, we'll find, if we look hard enough, that all the way at the top of this island is a switch that we need to hit. Now, I'm told we can bypass all of this crap and just use one well-placed shot with the fire arrow to activate that switch, so that's what I'm going to try first. But if it doesn't work, I'll go back to what I know best. And that is to just use a seagull to fly up there. And if that didn't work, then I'm probably just going to go with the... let's see. The only difficult part about this is that you have to snipe off these birds, which can be very difficult to do. So let's do it really quickly. Maybe it doesn't go far enough, whatever. Let's try a hoi pair. So I did manage to knock away 2 of them, but that's definitely not all of them, because there's one very high up on the island here. And you can see it's already sunrise, so we've been up here for quite a while. And I can hear one chasing me right now. But let's see if we can get to the top of the island here without that guy getting us. I'm going to go a little distance away from here to make sure that he doesn't get me. And then we'll sweep our way back towards the island and activate the switch. And that'll deactivate the fire around the treasure chest over here near the wilted Deku Sprout. And inside this treasure chest, because we can't roll ourselves into it and open it up that way, because we don't know the move headbutt and it's not effective, we get our 4th heart piece to complete our 17th heart container. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I am excited. And also, we can fire at these pots if we want to, and they should break open to give us a couple of rupees, but if we get too close to them, they will fall back into the ocean and we won't be able to hit them. Now you can see off in the distance over there are a couple of gunships, but before we get them, there's just a little matter of the treasure chart treasure that we need to get to. So let's pick that up. And... boy, that thing is way down there. Open up this rusted treasure chest. And pick up another 200 rupees. So now we'll move to this area further to the west, even further west than the island itself. And we will find 3 gunships. Now 2 of them you don't need to do anything about because they're just normal gunships. But the 3rd one over here is golden plated. And we know something about golden plated things in video games. They're important. So let's sail right up to it because it can't hit us if we're right next to it. And when it sinks, we'll see there's an important treasure chest marked by the little enemy orb the thing dropped over there. So you shouldn't have any difficulty finding the exact spot where this thing is located. So sail right up to the orb. Hope that these guys don't gun us down, even though you can see the bomb clearly heading towards us, and as soon as we pick up this what am I saying? As soon as we pick up this treasure, that bomb is going to hit our boat, and we're going to explode. But for the time being, it's stuck in midair, and we are picking up our 6th Triforce chart. That's right, we get a Triforce chart from that gunship, and now we're going to explode. No. Now I think we're going to explode. Run away from the explode! Just to the west of Great Fish Isle is another one of these reefs. I think it's Eye Reef, but I'll be corrected if I'm wrong. Anyway, it's time to speed up once again. But before we continue speeding up, I spot a treasure chest. Yeah, I know, I hate to interrupt the music too, but as long as it's here and I'm getting shot at, I am going to... Wow, we are getting shot at. Okay, speed up for a little bit more so I can get the treasure chart. Treasure thing. Speed up! This interruption is brought to you by the Treasure Hunting Guild of Treasure Hunters who hunt treasure with treasure hunting treasure hunters. Yeah, that's right, you heard me. So, for the second time interrupting our musical thing, we get a heart piece. I'd say it's worth it. Fine, I'll speed up again. Stop complaining. And just for your curiosity, I have been using music from the same game for all of these reef speed-ups. So if anybody can pinpoint what game it is I've been using the music from, you will get a cookie! An internet cookie. And the second person to correctly guess where the music is from will have to get half of that person's internet cookie. And the third person to get it correct will get half of the person who got half of the cookie, half of their cookie, half of the cookie. And so on until there is no more cookie left to be halved. And now that we've conveniently had to change the direction of the wind to the east, let's get moving to the east. But first, let's get the mapfish location for 3-Eye Reef. I was wrong, it is 3-Eye, not 4-Eye. I met a really weird guy on the island due east of here. He had a pack on his back huger than any pack I've ever seen. I mean, it was B-I-G, Fry. He said he was looking for treasure, but what does he expect to find in a place like that? I tell you, the guy's completely obsessed. Yeah, he's talking about the trading merchant, and we might actually pay him a visit. So I have decided to stop off on Greatfish Isle here before we move on, just so I can talk to the trading merchant. Did I pass him? Is he over there? I forget where he is, actually. I passed him already. God damn it. Alright, Coral. Let's get moving again. He's in here. See? There he is. Now, I didn't realize just how much longer this trading quest is going to take, but for those of you who forgot, we picked up a fountain idol from Bomb Island, I think it was. And this guy's going to trade us a skull tower idol for a fountain idol. And I think we're a little more than halfway through with this, just by happenstance. And I'm hoping that by the time I finish my second way around the map, we'll have finished the trading quest. But if it's not over by then, it's not over by then. Anyway, let's continue going on east. But before we do, I feel like picking up some stuff from Beetle. Yes, let's actually buy something, because I could really use some arrows. And you'll see, when we buy enough of these, we save up 30 points, and we've earned ourselves a silver membership. We gave a luxurious gift to all of our silver members. It's the least we can do. I'll send it to you shortly. It should be arriving at a postbox near you any day. Promise me you'll wait anxiously for it. Next, try to earn our gold membership. I always earn the silver membership because you have to wind up spending a lot of money here in order to get bait and things, and Beetle honestly has the best deals of anybody who sells things in the game. So, with that in mind, let's move on to the next island. 1 square east of Greatfish Isle is Cyclops Reef, a place that we've actually been to before, I forget when. And another reef means another opportunity to speed up. So, let's change the direction of the wind so we can actually enter the reef, because it's blowing in the completely wrong direction. And for the third time for the reefs, let's see it. Let's speed up. And in this treasure chest, we get another treasure chart. Like I said, all of the reefs have treasure charts, and this one is absolutely no different. I think there is something a little bit special about this treasure chart, though, because we get it on Cyclops Reef, and this thing only has one island in it, whereas all the other dice-like reefs had, well, more than one. So let's locate the treasure chart that we just got and open it up. It looks like 21. And yeah, you'll see this is a treasure chart that leads to the same island we got it on. In fact, if we jump off in this direction, we would be right on top of the treasure. However, as Link, we can't dive all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, so instead we have to go grab coral. So let's take right to the boat and nab ourselves that treasure chart treasure. The one that we just picked up only 5 or 6 seconds ago. I believe this is the only island that you can retrieve the treasure chart from and get the treasure so quickly. And as a reward, we get nothing less than the light ring chart. Now you know where to find all the rings of light that mystically appear on the sea under the full moon. That's right, there are some rings of light that appear on certain islands only under the full moon. They're not very significant treasures, they're just like the normal treasures you would find all around, and I think the most you would get from them are 20 or 50 rupees. But those are the islands that these specific light rings appear on the full moon. So if that interests you, you can go after them. But doesn't interest me in the least, I just want to move on to the next island. The next island over to the east at the very center of the map is actually Eye Reef. And fittingly so, it has an extremely difficult artillery for us to take down in here. So let's whip out the Wind Waker, change the direction of the wind so we can actually get in there, and get our asses handed to us, I guess? I'm hoping not, but something tells me that may be the case. So, speed up time once again. However, much like I did for the last reef, we're going to be interrupted so shortly by another grabbing of a TCT. Yes, I know you don't like being interrupted for those sorts of things, but you have to deal with it, sorry, because I don't feel like going out of my way after I get the treasure chart here. So, speed up again. And nab ourselves the treasure shard that we get for defeating the artillery on Eye Reef. That's right, another treasure chart. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. We still have to mine for half of these things. I think we've only got 22 or so pulled out of the ocean, so we have a ways to go before we're finished with that. But I'll meet you guys on the next island.